everyone, and welcome back. My name is Kaley Gray, and today I'm going to be talking about maximizing your single season. Now, this is a word that has kind of come up a lot recently, and so I was kind of just tonight just sitting here thinking about it, and I've heard different sermons and podcasts, and just then the word maximizing just has come up so many times this last week. And so tonight I was literally sitting here, and then I was like, you know what? I need to vlog about this. I need to share it with the people. And so that's why I'm sharing it with you guys tonight. So anyways, what does that mean to maximize your single season? And I really think it means to really prepare yourself to live every moment to the fullest. And that's one of my favorite phrases, is to live to the fullest, because that is something I want to do in my single season, and honestly any season of life that I'm in. And some ways that I see me maximizing my singleness is the relationships that I surround myself with. One of my favorite things to do, because I have so many friends that are already married and have kids, and so sometimes it's really hard the older you get to hang out with friends. I've seen a meme one time, you schedule a time to hang out with a friend and it's a month down the road, and I'm that is legit. When you get older, there's so much that goes on. And so one of my favorite things to do with one of my best friends, who's a mom and she has 2 kids, is her husband will watch the kids, and we'll go run errands. This is something that she already has to do, and I just ride along with her. We usually go get Starbucks or something, and we'll just drive and run into stores and stuff. But we get that quality time to talk and just spend time together, and it's just some of my favorite moments of our relationship, and being able to do that. We're not having to dress up fancy and go out and do things, and but we just have this quality time of getting to run errands together. I know it doesn't sound fun, but we have the best time. And so I just think of the relationships I have, as a single, they say you have a lot of time, and you do, and you don't, because I feel I maximize my day as much as I can. But you have that time to be able to go and hang out with people, and those in those other seasons, I always make myself available to when they can do something. And it's not that their schedule is more important than my schedule. It's because I know they have so many other people that they have to work around in their schedule, especially when they have families. And so I think it's really important to still maintain those relationships, whether you're in the same season or not. And so as a single, I feel you can maximize those relationships. I mean, I hang out with so many friends that are still single, and we'll do fun things together and just go off and do whatever. And so we try to make those moments fun. And so I think that's something really important to be doing in your single season. And something that's, I think, also really, really important is your character. You might have characteristics and qualities that you have in, that you want in a future person that you want to marry someday, but does your character and your characteristics match the qualities that you're wanting? And, I think about there was a season of time where I really felt God was telling me not to date. And when you've been in a single season for a long time, you're kind of seriously, God, you don't want me to date? I haven't been dating this whole time. But it was really working on my character. And my character, I definitely think that's something my parents have instilled into me ever since I was little. But it was just going deeper and rooting it down deeper. I think even just my relationship with God, that time that I spent not dating, I was serving at the church all the time. I was constantly listening to podcasts, sermons. I was listening to worship music. I was having super long quiet times. I was having just reading my word, and it was just my intimate time with God. And yes, that season doesn't look like that now, even when I'm single. But in that season that I did have, I was super, that was just my main focus. And I really feel that just helped instill into me and just like prepare me for the future. And so I think that's like super important, like just spending that quality time with Jesus. And that, you know, people say that like all the time, but like really focusing on it in your single season, because I've said this in other times that like this is the last time where it's just you and God. Like next it's like you, God, your husband, you, God, your husband, your kids. Like, so there's so many other like variables that are going to be added into it, and it's not a bad thing, but like to really like cherish this moment of just being intimate and it just being you and God. And so with that, I definitely feel like, you know, how, like, what is the fruit that you're showing, that if you're wanting that in somebody else, like if I'm wanting somebody that has like vision for their life, like, do I have vision for my life? If I want somebody that, you know, has health insurance, do I have a job that like provides me health insurance? That's like always a big joke. And am I preparing myself for who I want to become? And, you know, when you meet somebody, you're not going to be perfect, but, you know, are you prepared? Are you preparing yourself? Like, is there steps that are being taken to prepare you for what that future season could look like? And, you know, it's fun. Like literally, I think too, to maximize your single season is you have to like have fun in it. You have to like live it to the fullest. Something my dad always says is you have only one life to live. Like this is your chapter. Like you just have to like, you know, live it to the fullest, and you can't worry about what other people think. And so I think, you know, moments where I've been able to just like drop everything and just like go on a spontaneous trip and stuff, or like go home and see family and like be there for the small moments and the big moments and stuff. And I like think, man, like if I was in a relationship, like I don't know if I would have been able to be there for this. And so instead of like looking at it as a negative, like, man, I'm not in a relationship, or like, you know, I wish I was in this season of life, I look at it as like, wow, God, like, thank you for this opportunity that I got to have this experience. And because I don't know if I would have been able to have that experience. And it's not that you're not going to have like amazing experiences when you go into that next season, but I think so many times we have to change the narrative of how we feel in a certain season, no matter what season you're in. And so I always like try to find like one good thing out of it, even if it's like a really hard season. I'm like, okay, God, like, what am I learning? Like, what am I getting out of this season? And so that's why tonight I was just literally like, man, maximize your single season. Like, it is so true. And so that's why I want to encourage you, like, whether you're single, whether you're not, you're in any season, like, literally, like, you don't have to take all these elaborate steps, you know, but like, what is one thing that you can do and change that you feel like you're going to be able to maximize your season? Whether it is like, you know, taking a financial step, like you're going to save money so that you can go on a trip. Whether you are going to chase a dream, whether you're like, you know what, I'm going to read my Bible every day, or I'm going to listen to a sermon once a week, you know, or I'm going to start getting plugged in at church and volunteering. Like, there's little steps that you can start taking. Like, I like to call them like little disciplines, but little things that you can start doing to prepare yourself, to prepare your character, to prepare, just the joy that you have in your life. Like, maybe like you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to pray for my future spouse every single day, or I'm going to, you know, not be so negative this week and talk about how poor me, I'm single. Like, if you can change the narrative, if you can start living to the fullest, if you can start maximizing the season that you're in, I truly think that changes are going to start happening in your life, and it's going to be amazing, and you are going to be so thankful that you did it, because I know I am. Like, I have seen those things happen in my life, and so that's why I continue to maximize each season that I'm in, and I really want to encourage you to maximize the season that you're into. So I hope that you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you all next week. Bye.